I think where we first officially started with this project in terms of bringing legal innovation and probably being a part of this summit was working together with Key Media and Dane. It just come off a casual conversation over lunch as we were speaking about it. And we, for many years, had spoken about having a summit in Canada at Leap. And at this particular point, it seemed that Key Media were also thinking along the same lines. So that partnership and relationship is where this has grown from. And what this means to Leap and what we believe in shaping the legal profession in Canada is the fact that Leap around the world has actually been the global leader in terms of innovation, in terms of driving passion forward. And we want to bring that into Canada to ensure we don't fall behind in terms of the rest of the world, as well as ensuring that we are staying a few steps ahead of the US. I think one of the big things that we, in terms of bringing change, is that we work very closely with our clients. We work very closely with the market, not only here in Canada, but globally and around the world, in terms of understanding what our clients' needs are. You know, one of the big concepts of Leap is we help law firms that help people, and we work within those kind of parameters between small to medium law firms, and sometimes a bit larger law firms. But we do want to affect law firms that affect our communities, and in that we build the product and the technology to help these law firms, help the community grow in a better space. In terms of this year's summit and shifting expectations of clients and rising speed and demands, I think the world demands that in every industry around the world. And it seems that in some cases, you know, the law industry and partially the banking industry has always been left behind in this. And in terms of us developing this technology and how can your law firms use this technology, I think AI is the next step forward. The Leap is driving that demand for technology and driving that innovativeness. We've released 5 products so far, and obviously a few more to come, and have enhanced products over the last year and a half. And we are investing heavily in the fact that AI is the next step to bringing technology to a new place, to bringing speed, to bringing transparency, bringing cost effectiveness to law firms and drive the technology forward. One of the big things I think that Leap does really, really well is that we don't only speak about what we are going to do, but we do deliver on the fact that we actually do have products in the market that are operational, that our firms are currently using, not only here in Canada, but around the globe. It is products that have been vetted and have been tried and have been working very, very well in the market over the last year and a half. I think the biggest barrier to legal innovation in Canada is just fear. And it's fear of the unknown, it's fear of the bad rumors in the market, it's fear of people trying new things and trying new ways of doing things and kind of being stuck to the old way because that's the way it's always worked. The one thing that Leap is very particular about is actually building AI in the right way and building AI responsibly. And one of our top products is called LawY, and LawY is a product that uses AI but also uses human intervention to ensure that the information is accurate. So we are building technology in the right way and building technology in a way where we are still building it responsibly. So if I had to pick the biggest barrier, I think the biggest barrier is fear, knowledge of the unknown, but I think with the right innovation and the right human touch, we can still get the same result. Absolutely. I think that is probably one of the really major keys in advancing the legal world is having the best legal technology you possibly can. Whether that means using AI or whether that means using really other flexible tools, it is what will drive the next generation and what will drive the legal industry to the next level. I think for many years, the legal industry has been very dormant and very stagnant in moving to better legal technology advances. And we've gone through the phases of going from servers to the clouds and going to remote desktop applications and gone through the phases of all of this, and we've kind of come to a stagnant phase. And I think we're at the phase where there are new technologies being developed and, you know, products that are 20, 30 years old. Some of them have just been stagnant, but, you know, we've got to advance and got to move forward. And Leap's always been at the forefront of driving technology and building technology in that particular way. So yes, 100%, the next generation of legal talent that comes through will be looking for flexible, will be looking for better technology, more advanced technology in this particular area. I think the most important thing is understanding what vision you have for your business. That is where we start. I think as leaders, we got to understand what is it that we want to achieve in our business and why we are doing what we're doing. And we need to understand it as simple as making a cup of tea to better understand and to better explain to our staff that this is why we're moving forward in this direction. Open communication is highly important, but seeking out the best technology, understanding, doing your research, looking into the market, having an open mind is probably the best way to move forward. If you go in with one concept and kind of get carried in by the wave of people that have bad reviews, have good reviews, and kind of not understanding and making your own decisions based on actual fact is probably a very important, vital lesson that I've learned as a leader. You got to understand, take all the information you have around you and make the best decision possible for you and your own business without having outsiders affect what you do. One of the big drivers is AI at this point. There is probably no end to where your imagination can go, but we also need to be very, very cautious at the same time as to how and what we build. And I think that the dependency on human beings is still highly, highly valuable, highly, highly important. Without having lawyers, Leap cannot go forward, but we do need to drive the technology to ensure that we are helping lawyers do their day-to-day jobs. What we don't want is lawyers doing mundane tasks and doing mundane things on a day-to-day basis. We want them to actually be able to practice law and to do what they're really, really good at, and to stop doing all of the admin work that really comes behind, that takes most of their time, but rather be a higher level lawyer, a lawyer that can see strategy, can see vision, and that can plan for his case better, rather than just doing the mundane task of doing legal research and spending hours and hours and hours doing legal research more than actually just doing their strategy and trying to find better ways to win cases for their firms. What excites me most, it is the first time, and I've always been the guy that kind of wants to go out there and do something new, and I think Leap has always been the same. We are the forefront of anything that comes out new, and we want to be driving anything that is new, and I think this really excites me because it's been a vision, I think, on the heart of all Canadian execs at Leap to kind of have something that drives this market, and I think this Legal Tech Summit is one of those big, really, really key areas that we believe that we can grow to a really, really large extent. We have gone into partnership with Key Media on this because we believe they're the best partner to kind of drive this forward. And I think together with our vision from Key Media and our vision from Leap, we will go really, really far to build this on an annual basis and make this a really, really large event that all Canadians can attend and understand that we own technology and we can drive technology from our own country.